We're dancing away. That was weird. The last couple of videos I've made on YouTube, I like say something like weird. I elongate like a P or something like in my last video. Anyway, we're kind of rocking out to some AC/DC, but also listening to Jacob's vinyl cutter go along in the background. Yeah. And Jacob, it's awesome to have you on PB at Night once again.
Got my vinyl cutter cutting vinyl.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Jacob's printing out some stuff for his dad. He also vlogged that. And if you'd like to check that out, youtube.com/freakinhuge, FREAKINHUGE. If you want to kind of check out what he does after the cameras.
My boring life.
It's not boring, Jacob.
Dude.
I mean, you can ask Carlo. It's not boring. I mean, come on. Anyhow. We've got a lot of news stories to talk about today, and Jacob joins us as always on Mondays, or a lot of times on Mondays when he has nothing to do, when he can multitask and do some other things as well. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. Mozilla and Google are taking different approaches to ad tracking opt-out. Google announced today that the availability of they're gonna actually. Wait, hold on. Let me start over. Google announced today the availability of a browser add-on for Chrome that makes it easier for users to opt out of the behavioral tracking that internet advertising companies use to improve targeting. The add-on relies to standardized cookie-based opt-out systems that are supported by a growing number of companies, including 15 of the largest ad networks, including Google, of course. Microsoft, not Microsoft, I can't read. Mozilla also announced that its own effort to facilitate, my bad, I can't read, I swear, user opt-out of internet tracking, dissatisfied with the technical intelligence of Google's whatever. Anyhow, they're gonna make it easier for you to opt out of some of these ad companies being able to know what you do and what kind of computer you have and everything, by kind of disabling some of the cookies that usually give them that information. So that's kind of cool.
AKA like Google Analytics, where like you can tell what the operating system the guy is running or how fast his internet is just by the Google Analytics.
Which is crazy if you think about it.
Like, we were going through it one time and we're like,
yeah,
you could really figure out all this stuff just from someone going, click.
Yep.
Hey, look at this webpage. That's kind of cool. Okay, see you later.
It tells you like screen
resolutions.
Yeah. Operating system. All
color depths.
Yeah.
I'm like, some people were like running their like thing at like 16-bit color. I'm like, who runs their computer at 16-bit colors?
It's crazy. But anyhow, that's kind of good because, you know, a lot of people kind of, or actually not a lot of people, if you know about it, it's kind of scary how much information Google could actually know about you, and all these other ad companies can know about you as well. So good to see them kind of taking steps. Or, you know, Joe, I don't think ad block is actually going to save you from that, but at least you don't see the ads, so, you know, whatever.
Yeah, at least you don't see the ads that are stealing all your information.
Yeah. So this is kind of interesting. We talked about this on Tech Weekly. Apple actually awarded, I didn't realize this until yesterday, that they were going to be doing something. You know, we talked about where they reached their 10 billionth app download in the App Store for iOS devices. So the lady that they called, I didn't realize this, but they're actually going to reward whoever downloaded that application with $10,000 free to the App Store. You could get 10,000.
So that get you what, like 5 apps? No, just kidding.
Yeah, probably not really, but anyhow, that was pretty funny.
Oh, thanks! I can get $1,000 worth of apps for my phone.
So this is at the tech. This is on the tech blog at MSNBC. Apple calls to award the woman $10,000. She hangs up. She hung up on Apple. Yep. Conditioned to politely hang up on telemarketers, Gail Davis followed form recently only to find out that she had hung up on a legit Apple giveaway of $10,000. The iTunes
10,000 or 1,000?
$10,000.
Whoa!
Yep, an iTunes gift card for downloading the Apple App Store's 10 billionth app earlier Sunday morning. A milestone our own Susan... Oh, anyway, that's something about that. She said she was in the UK, and she said, I thought it was a prank call. Davis told thecultofmac.com, thanks to Gizmodo for pointing us here. She remembers saying, thank you very much, I'm not interested, and then she hung up. Luckily, this is kind of funny here, and this kind of tells you why she hung up. Luckily for this mom, her 2 teenage daughters came scrambling downstairs to tell her that it was no prank and that she better call them back. They had apps to buy, for God's sake. The last comment from her own reenactment in mine was a pivotal family moment. So what happened here is actually her kids bought the application. So she had no idea. I think Leo actually described it as her kids actually knew about the download or whatever. That's why they came rushing downstairs to tell her that. But she came.
Okay. Let's set this straight for a second, okay? This isn't $10,000 worth of cash.
No, this is.
You can't just go to the store and buy $10,000. It's just Apple allowing you to download apps for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still kind of cool. I mean, she didn't do anything.
It's cool, but it's like, you know, I don't know. It's like it's an app for your iPhone.
Yeah, true.
You know,
I mean, I would rather have free $10,000 than, no free $10,000. But I mean, it wasn't that detrimental. I mean, like Jacob said, you can't just use it anywhere. But anyhow, so her kids actually bought the application and actually knew about the thing. That's why they told their mom later. And they actually bought a pretty popular application, Paper Glider, which is where you throw a paper airplane. And the 2 kids were actually downloading it on their mom's account, or actually I guess they shared an account, and they later informed her that she should call Apple back. And I'm kind of surprised that she got a hold of them. So yeah, it's kind of funny actually. The lady hung up on Apple. But, granted, Jacob, I mean, if somebody called you up right now and said, this is Apple on the phone, hey, this is Tim Cook from Apple, you just won $10,000. I mean, would you actually accept that?
I'd be like, screw you, Tim Cook.
Yeah.
Click. I don't want your Apple blood money.
Exactly. Anyhow. All right, let's move on to some sports news. There was a lot of different sports things that happened over the weekend. We actually got our 2 Super Bowl teams, which were, I'll just go ahead and tell you, the Packers and the Steelers. But anyway, Jay Cutler went out of the game right after the third quarter, and he was complaining of a knee injury. A lot of people have been talking about this lately. Brian Urlacher, actually, a lot of people were saying, all right, so Jay Cutler has been beating it, has taken a beating, and now, after sleeping on the slugfest against Green Bay, another teammate following Urlacher's lead is swinging back to Cutler's naysayers. Apparently, wait, what are we saying here? Hath no fury like NFL players with a free Sunday and Twitter accounts. So what was happening? This is kind of funny because it was kind of funny because on Twitter, a lot of people were hitting up Jay Cutler. They were saying, dude, why are you faking an injury or something? Because he pulled out and he was saying that he was hurt. That was kind of coming into question. But anyhow, turns out his X-ray did come out a little positive. He had an MCL injury, which kind of tweaked his MCL. So plus it was like 15 degrees or something yesterday, something crazy like that, with like a negative wind chill or something. So anyhow, Jay Cutler was. A lot of people were saying, he's a sore loser, or he didn't want to play anymore. He just gave up. I think he was kind of injured, but anyway. Our next story is Tom Brady was a unanimous pick for the All-Pro team. A lot of people were saying that he is probably going to be this year's MVP of the NFL. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady won't win the title. He'd really like this season, but he picked up a pretty prestigious one today. At the same time, Brady was announced as a unanimous NFL All-Pro selection, making it 7 straight years that a player has gotten the votes from 50% of this panel of the media members who cover the NFL. Even in 2007, Brady wasn't unanimous because he shared a vote with Brett Favre. So, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tom Brady he's probably going to win the MVP this year. A lot of people, kind of downgrading it since they are not in the I can't talk, the Super Bowl. But anyhow, we got 2 more news stories here. The Steelers, of course, going on here. They actually had 2 of their older players present the award yesterday. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Art Rooney, the second or third, I can't read that, third, held the Lamar Hunt Trophy with his father, Dan Rooney, on the left, and broadcaster Jim Nantz after the Steelers' 24-19 win over the New York Jets in the AFC Championship game in Pittsburgh on January 23rd. The Steelers were actually... Let's see. The Steelers actually did not score any points in the second half. They were up 24-3 at halftime, and Jacob's just sitting there. The Jets scored 16 points in the second half, almost coming back from a number that no one has ever done before in the NFL. But anyhow, and Jeff, this is kind of an interesting story. Jack LaLanne, the father of fitness, passed away today. At the tender age of 96 years old. This is from MercuryNews.com, not actually sure what that is. The godfather of fitness practiced what he preached. Jack LaLanne urged a lifetime of fitness, dressed in a black tracksuit that outfitted his still mountainous biceps. Fitness icon Jack LaLanne seemed immortal, not immoral. The health guru who opened the nation's first health spa in Open seemed to defy gravity and physics for years. On Sunday, LaLanne died from complications of pneumonia in his home in Morero Bay. He was 96 years old. To the end, LaLanne worried about the devoted public that he had inspired. Dying, he once said, would wreck my image. Still at 96 years old, he was a very fit man. Katy Perry's on right now, obviously. But I was going to show a video here before we go. We're watching a Proactive commercial. But anyhow, waiting for it. Yeah, here he is. Let's watch this video real quick.
More beautiful. From the television to the gym, he inspired millions to live healthier with an intense enthusiasm for life. Good evening, everyone. To many, Jack LaLanne was the godfather of fitness. The San Francisco native died today in Morro Bay at the age of 96. ABC 7's Lillian Kim joins us with more on a local legend.
Local news fail.
Jack LaLanne died of respiratory failure due to pneumonia. According to his agent, LaLanne ate healthy and exercised every day up until the end.
I hate working out, but I like the results.
This was Jack LaLanne in front of our studios over a year ago. The fitness guru was in San Francisco to celebrate his 95th birthday.
I'm inspiration. I'm perspiration.
LaLanne was born in San Francisco in 1914.
So, I mean, it seems like the guy was in pretty good health. You know, I mean, it is good that a health advocate of what he was. He did live a very long life. You know, it's kind of weird when people that preach health their whole life die at like the age of 50 or something, which is kind of weird. But anyhow, it's pretty funny that he was able to live to 96. He had a long, lasting life. So, it sounds like that your vinyl cutting has gotten done. I saw you.
Yeah, something like that, but not really. It failed miserably because I'm Skyping while vinyl cutting, and the vinyl cutter likes to not. It likes to skip like every other command when you're Skyping, apparently. So.
Oh, that's cool.
It didn't work very well.
Okay. Well, we'll let Jacob get back to this. because we have reached the end of our episode, because, you know, usually we do about 10-minute episodes here on PB at Night, and we're at 15 minutes, and that's what happened. That's what happening, I can't talk. That is what happens when Jacob's on here, because we have a lot more people and a lot more things to talk about. So you can follow Jacob on Twitter, twitter.com/freakinghuge, FREAKINHUGE. You can follow him on YouTube, youtube.com/freakinghuge. I guess subscribe on YouTube, but you can follow his daily life. Anyhow, you can also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/thatnickjones. Follow us on Twitter as well, pbcasttv. And finally, you can check out pbcasttv.com. So until next time, guys, I'm Nick Jones.
Oh, I'm Nick Jones. No, I'm Jacob Robert.
And this is PB at Night. See you guys.
Oh, gosh.
Peace.
Oh, sorry. Peace. Pieces, man. Pieces.